here in Arizona on a cool January day. Actually not too bad, not too many clouds. I actually have a vacation day off work today, so I thought I'd go for a ride. Take the Heritage out. It's been a little cold here lately. Not horrible, but you know, still pretty chilly. You know, by the time the work day is done, it is in the low 50s again and headed towards the 40s overnight. So for us in here in the desert, that's cold. So anyway, trying to get out today and record some video. It's a gorgeous day out here in the Arizona, out here in the high Arizona desert. Beautiful. Mountains look great as always. So I suppose you've all seen now the new release models of Harley Davidson for the 2026 model year. A lot of changes to the trikes if you're into such things. I think they're gonna do well. The suspension overhaul was well overdue. And all the 117s in the touring bikes now looks like they're going to be variable valve timing, which, you know, you never know what's going on there with that, whether people like it or not, but, you know, technology marches on, so that's good. The CVOs all have 121s, and now there's a kit for making the 125 now, so again, the displacement wars should continue to creep on up. But some cool features. You can now get the Öhlins shock again for the 25 Softails. They've redesigned that, and it was not available last year, as we found out by trial and error. But there were some changes on the 25 Softail series where they changed the electronics, and so everything was backwards, so the older Öhlins kit didn't fit. So anyway, the new one's available again. It's the same price as last year, which is a pretty good deal. I mean, if you're into Öhlins, which is, you know, the high end of things anyway, so that's one of the changes. You know, they got some cool colors out. The Patriot series, the 250th anniversary of the U.S. There's some really, really beautiful graphics. So if you get a chance to get on the website and take a look, or our dealership doesn't have any of the new ones just yet, but they should be coming out shortly. So anyway, that's what's new in the Harley world. Been working a lot. Oh, got on fire up on the mountain. That's not good. Wonder if that's a controlled burn. I hope it is. It's really not fire season. We've had a lot of rain. Had some snow up there on the higher peaks, and even a little bit of snow at the shop here a week or so ago. I actually went out and recorded some video last week, and for whatever reason the sound did not take, and so I guess yeah, I have about 40 minutes of video with no sound, which is not really usable in my world, but you know, so today I'll get some recording done and get a video out to you folks that have stuck with me. I've been a little lax on recording videos lately. I've had a bit of a vlogger's, you know, block or whatever. I haven't had a whole lot to talk about. You know, I just gone through some things, tore my rotator cuff, and so I've been dealing with that. It's slowly healing. You know, fighting with the insurance company. That's not good, but you know, they don't want to pay for anything. I just don't get it. Why you pay for them, and then they don't want to pay. You know, so filed appeals, and here I go. So anyway, so hopefully it's not too bad. I can't lift anything real heavy above my shoulders, and I'm just trying to take it easy with that kind of stuff and not aggravate it any further than it is. I mean, it was pretty ridiculous how it happened. I was just helping put on a seat on a bike, and something popped, and you could actually hear it pop, the tendon on top, according to the doctor. So anybody that's had rotator cuff issues, well, that's it. I think there's a lot of wear and tear on that right arm of mine, as I played baseball for about 25-30 years. thrown a lot of baseballs in my life, and I think probably just like I said, wear and tear. And I am over 70, so I'm way out of warranty. So anyway, it's a gorgeous ride down Highway 69 today. One of my favorite rides in the area. Main thoroughfare to anything you really want to do up this way. You can go up the interstate, but the road's terrible between Cordes Junction and McGuireville Rest Area. It's just really, really rough. The trucks have torn it up in the wintertime when there was snow and rain, and it's just a kind of a terrible road. But there you go. You do what you have to if you got to go that way. There's the shop. Looks like everybody there but me. So, anyhow. So, yeah, get to go by there and not actually stop. That's nice. When you work at a dealership, you see everything every day, and I don't want to say it takes kind of the thrill or the understanding, whatever you want to call it. I'm there every day, so I see everything every day. It still hasn't dampened my enthusiasm for motorcycles. But you see it every day, so nothing's really new. We'll get some new bikes in soon, and that'll be good. I do enjoy working with the bikes and the motorcycle people. It's it gives me something to do that I understand, and it feels like it just feels like my world. So that's cool. Well, I hope that fire's not too bad. So I just went through Mayer and headed up the hill there next to Poland Junction. I went to a Christmas thing up here during the Christmas season, where these folks decorate their whole house out there in the rural area with all kinds of lights and everything, and they had animals and stuff. It was pretty cool to go to, and it was a chilly night. It actually felt like it was Christmas season. So growing up down in the desert, it's never really cold during Christmas time. It's cool, but that's it. And I guess this year they had temperatures in the mid-70s and approaching 80, which was, even for there, that's warm for that time of year. But up here in the mountains, we have winter. So, I don't know how anybody could live anywhere that doesn't have mountains. I know for me, this is what I live for. Just to look out my back door and see the mountains, and all the mountains on the way home, and way to anywhere I'm going, really. To me, that's just the spice of life, so to speak. I hope you're all doing well, and you're getting through your seasons okay. You folks that have the real serious winters, I hope you're getting to do something with your bikes. Maybe a little delayed maintenance, maybe some new paint, maybe new accessories. Give you something to do, and watch a lot of YouTube, I imagine, when it's cold and nasty out. We had a couple days where the high was only 40 degrees, and man, we have no heat in our building at the shop, so it's layered up in there trying to stay warm, to keep moving around. Gorgeous Arizona sky, blue upon blue upon blue. Arizona Bike Week's going to be coming up here in the next couple months, and I don't know if I'm going to participate. It's gotten really expensive. People come from all over to see it, but it's real expensive, and it's just a big vendor fair anymore. There's some rides and whatever, but that's I can ride anytime I want up here. I don't really need a big crowd around me, but if you're into such things, and if you haven't done it before, it can be fun. It's like Sturgis. After you've gone so many times, you've seen it all. I've been there 4 or 5 times myself. but it's gotten so crowded that it's just not, I mean, it's not like it was. First time I went was over 40 years ago, and there were only 25,000 people there, and it was just had a small town rally feel to it. Now it's huge, half a million or 750,000 people. You know, that's a lot of people. You know, I go on rides to get away from the crush, not to join it. So, but again, if you've never been there, it's something that you need to do. I've never been to Daytona, I've never been to Laconia. That's on the opposite end of the world for me. So, you know, each his own. They have some rallies up here. They're all smaller in stature. Pretty nice. Some guys on sport bikes out today. Gotta love motorcycles no matter what it is. Gotta keep your mind open. Look like fun. A little hard on the back for us older folks, but you know, it's cool. Anyway, this is Randy T-Bird out here in sunny, cool Arizona, and on a beautiful January day. Just enjoying my day off and going for a ride. Hey, I want to thank you for subscribing and liking and commenting on my videos. I sure appreciate it. And hopefully, you know, I'll get back to a more regular schedule here as the weather gets a little bit better. And we got about another 2 months of really cool temperatures, so I don't get out till, you know, mid-morning instead of the early mornings, which I really like because traffic's late. But I'll do my best to keep up with everybody, and you all have a great time, and I'll talk to you again.